Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Fred Macedo and I'm here with my companions Rosângela Reis, Rubem Quadrado, Roseli and our special guest tonight, Allan Kardec, which is the author of the book we follow, The Gospel According to Spiritism. I'm not gonna show myself tonight because I have the flu. So let's get into it. Please, Rosangela, make our Holy Father prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen, Rosangela. Thank you for your initial prayer. Now we're gonna pick a random theme of the Gospel according to Spiritism. This book is the link is down in the description. Okay, the chapter is Blessed are the merciful. Let's read off what Simon says to us about forgiving. Forgiving one's enemy is to ask forgiveness for oneself. Forgiving one's friend is to give them proof of friendship. Forgiving offenses is to show that one has become a better person. Therefore, my friends, forgive so that God may forgive you. So if you are hard, demanding, and inflexible, if you are severe toward even a minor offense, how can you expect God to forget what every day you are in ever greater need of indulgence? Oh, would you choose who say, I shall never forgive, because they pronounce their own condemnation. Moreover, who knows if looking deep down inside yourselves, you might not discover that you were actually the aggressor? This is very common. We suffer what we do to others. Who knows if in the flight, in the fight that begins as a pinprick and ends up a rupture, you yourself did not throw the first punch? If an offensive word did not escape you, if you used all the moderation necessary, of course your adversary erred in demonstrating excessive susceptibility. But that is a reason for you to be indulgent and not deserve the reproach directed at you. Let us assume that you truly were offended in a particular instance. Who could say that you have not poisoned the matter with reprisal, and that you have not let what could have been easily forgotten degenerate into a serious quarrel? If it had depended on you to prevent the outcome, but you did not, you are blameworthy. Finally, let us assume that you have absolutely nothing to be blamed for. In that case, you have even greater merit if you show clemency. However, there are two different manners of forgiving. This is forgiveness from the lips and the forgiveness from the heart. Many say to their adversaries, I forgive you, while inwardly they feel a secret pleasure when ills befall them, and they tell themselves that they got only what they deserved. This is very common when we have someone that we don't like. I could say an enemy, but there are persons that aren't our enemies, but we don't like them and they don't like us back. Let's say that this person has a misfortune, crash his car, something like that. If we feel deep inside joy for the misfortune of our brother, we are in deep trouble because we are enforcing that negative thoughts, and we are to blame because Christ asks us to forgive all those who offended us and asked to do good to all that uh, do wrong things toward us. So we have to pray for our enemies and the people we don't like. Because our Father in heaven is the same Father of his of him or her. So if you are a father and two brothers got into a fight, uh, will you prefer one or another? No. You make them reconciliate. So that is God. But God doesn't enforce us to make amendments by force. God has time, the whole time in the universe. And now we have the opportunity to reconciliate with all those that offended us and all those that we cause harm because we are not saints. We do wrong things too. So Christ said, I'll try to say this in English. Reconciliate with your brother in this life. Don't wait too much because conditions change, and if we postpone this forgive and reconciliate, we might miss the opportunity. And sometimes other opportunities to reconciliate may take another reincarnation. So let's um, let's enjoy this moment and take this opportunity to reconciliate. He continues. However, there are two quite different manners of forgiving. This is forgiveness from the lips and forgiveness from the heart. Many say to their adversaries, I forgive you, while inwardly they feel a secret pleasure when ills befall them. And they tell themselves that they got only what they deserved. How many say, I forgive, and then add, but I will never reconcile. I never want to see the person again for the rest of my life. Is that forgiveness according to the gospel? According to Christ? No. True forgiveness, Christian forgiveness, is the kind that casts a veil over the past. It is the only kind that will be credited to you. For God is not satisfied with appearances. God probes the depths of the heart and the most secret thoughts. No one deceives him with words and futile facades. The complete and absolute forgetting of offenses is proper of great souls. Rancor is always a sign of low-mindedness and inferiority. Oh, inferiority. Do not forget that true forgiveness is recognized by actions much more than by words. This is Paul saying. Um, God knows us deeply, and we can deceive ourselves, deceive the people next to us, but we cannot deceive God. If we don't forgive for real, He will know. And this will weight us down. Um, let me see if I can tell a story about the greatest medium of all, Chico Xavier. When he had a dog that he liked a lot, but the dog was ill, and someone intending to help him killed the dog that was suffering. And Chico was very upset about that and did not forgive his mentor, Emmanuel. A little time past this, said to him, Chico, this is um, troubling our our work. There is a black cloud in your heart. You must address this. And Chico said, but he or she killed my dog. That's what Christ. This is not me saying. This is the Christ. So um, figure out what this person wants the most and give it give him or her as a gift. And it was a sewing machine, a very expensive sewing machine that Chico bought in installments, a lot of installments. And when Chico presented this person that make make him sad, make him hurt with this very good gift, a blazing light came out of this person of joy and surrounded Chico and took away the black cloud that was inside of his heart. I think I told this story before. I apologize for that if is the case. So let's pass for our next phase. Let's make a prayer for all those who suffer, the spirits that suffer, uh, the ones that's committed suicide, their families, the reincarnated souls as ourselves that are suffering for obsessions, cruel obsessions. Let's ask Jesus to reconciliate all these brothers. And I'm gonna ask Rosangela to make the final prayer. Thank you all for participating, and I'm sorry that I'm a little ill.
We thank the good spirits who have come to communicate with us and ask them to help us put into practice the instruction they have given us. We also hope they will ensure that each unfolds at the end of this session is fortified in the practice of good and love for our neighbor. We also wish these lessons may be useful for the suffering, ignorance or vicious spiritus who were able to attend this meeting and for whom we implore the mercy of God.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye.
Good evening,
Good
all.
night.
Thank you.